you've accomplished today is no small feat. Your journey began way before you decided to spend the rest of your life together. Your journey began the moment you first met. You took the time to learn to make the other person smile. What makes them laugh, and how to best support them when life is less than simple. You welcomed each other's families and lifelong friends. You joined them together with warmth and enthusiasm. You built a new village with your love, and have worked every day to support this village as it changes and grows. Laine, will you take Courtney to be your partner through life? Will you love her, protect her, and spend your days in laughter together forever? I do. Courtney, will you take Laine to be your partner through life? Will you love him, protect him, and spend your days in laughter together forever?
I do. I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be standing by your side today. From this day forward, I promise you these things. To always make you and our future family my #1 priority, although the jobs often give you a run for your money. To always cherish the good moments and learn from the bad moments. By bad moments, I mean when Michigan football loses. To never go to bed angry, even if you do eat the only middle brownie or the last cherry cookie. To always be the calm to your chaos and the healer to your illness. Above all, I promise to listen to you with compassion, to speak to you warmly, and to have patience. I promise to make space for adventure and romance, and to love you more every day. I look forward to discovering new things about each other as we embark on this new chapter as husband and wife. I love you, Laine Matthew, today, tomorrow, and forever.
Courtney, never in my wildest dreams or imagination did I think that I would find you. My life forever changed when you popped up as a potential connection on the now illustrious Facebook dating app, and we both decided to make the leap and take a chance on each other. It did not take long for me to know that you were the one, even though you always got ahead of me on making the first move. From our first official date at Lucky's, when we closed the place down, to proposing at the big house, when you caught on to what was happening well before I got down on one knee at the 50-yard line, and everything else until now, I wouldn't change a thing about our love story because it all led me to you. Thank you for being my best friend, supporting me always, and helping me achieve even the largest goals. You are beautiful, kind, loving, calm, dedicated, and just right for me. I can't help but to stop to admire you and reflect on how lucky I am to have you in my life, have you as my life partner, and all that we have accomplished and will accomplish together. I especially love how patient you are with me always, even at my most stubborn and stressful times. You provide the balance that I need to be my best self for you and for us. I can't envision not having you by my side.
You ever expressed your love for one another through these vows and the giving of these rings? With the power vested in you by the state of Michigan, and now pronounce you husband and wife, seal your vows with a kiss. Let's also with the union of Mr. and Mrs. Laine and Courtney Hettel.
After graduation, I moved down to Texas, and Laine and I always chatted. We talked about dating statuses, different updates, everything. He actually came down to Houston to visit me at the time I was living there. And he mentioned he had met this girl. Her name was Courtney. I was like, where'd you meet her? It's like on Facebook dating. I was like, what the heck is Facebook dating? I was super ecstatic, though, that he met someone. And this time it was different. You could tell by his tone, the way, he expressed his love about her. He was at a loss for words sometimes when he was describing her, and he said, man, you just got to meet her. So I met Courtney for the first time with Laine while we were driving up to Central for our fraternity's 36th anniversary. And I basically told Laine, I was like, if she survives these guys, buy the ring now. She was super quiet at first, but then we got on a common subject about college football. And what I realized is she's super in love with their Michigan Wolverines, even though she thought they would lose every single game. But eventually, at the end of the game, when they pulled it out, she'd be just like, great job, boys. And congrats, by the way, on the national championship. I mean, this must be like the best year for you. You get a natty, and now you're getting married. I immediately told Laine, afterwards, I was like, yep, she's cool, she knows ball. All in all, I just want to say, here we are, and directed to the bride and groom here. So Courtney and Laine, as I watched you guys exchange your rings, actually during the ceremony, I teared up a little bit. Here is my best friend finally making a leap into the next chapter of life. I'm deeply honored to be a part of this day. And in the words of one of our favorite professors at CMU, did I have any doubt? No doubt at all that this day would come for one of my best friends and that he'd be happy for the rest of his life. I wish you both endless days like today and every single one of them filled with joy. So if you don't mind raising your glasses, this is a toast to Laine and Courtney. Cheers. Cheers.
I never thought anyone would be worthy enough to date or marry my sister. She's the best person you'll ever meet, the most kind, caring, and loyal person, and she deserves the world. Which is why I guys want to tell you guys about the day that she told me she found Laine. It was a family dinner night. I don't know if she remembers this. It was a family dinner night at Mom and Dad's. And my mom, Courtney, and I were finishing the night in the kitchen talking. And the whole night, my sister had been super distracted on her phone, which is very unusual for her. So we ask, who are you talking to? And Courtney goes on to tell us about Laine, how old he is, what he does for a living, how they met, their first date. And when I tell you I've never seen my sister so smitten as she did in the moment, I knew that this was different. My mom, cautious of this new boy, says, "Does Laine know how lucky he is?" And I'll never forget my sister's response. She said, "I know how lucky I am." Not long after that, did we learn a little bit more about Laine. We learned about Laine's passions for work, in life, and most important, his passion for Courtney. Laine listens to all of Courtney's patient stories when she gets home from work, and he even remembers them by name. Laine asked Courtney if she's gonna watch the new Golden Bachelor show because he wants to watch the new Golden Bachelor show. He ensures Courtney is always happy, she is always cared for, and she is always loved. Now, I don't know if it was the moment I saw my sister so smitten in the kitchen, the moment that I met Laine, or the tequila train in Mexico, but I'm very certain there's never been a moment that you didn't feel like family, and the only man I call worthy enough to marry my sister. I'll end with saying this. Laine, I hope you enjoy growing old with her just as much as I enjoyed growing up with her. Here's to Courtney and Laine and a lifetime of happiness.